top stories. IRB candidates awaiting results storm Chief Minister's residence at WANGKHEMCHA. Police baton charge protesters. MPCC stages protest against Reinforcement Directorate summon of Sonia Gandhi, major tussle ensued with police. Governor Lau Ganesan reaches out to denizens of Lilong subdivision, assures them all possible assistances. Manipur tops in North, East and Hill States category in Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index 2021. And India records 21,566 fresh COVID cases along with 45 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. A very good evening and welcome to Pony Television. I'm Loving Rimai giving you the latest news updates. Members of all Manipur 10th and 11th IRB Viva Voce completed candidates awaiting results today stormed the residence of Chief Minister N. Biren located at Luang Shangbam in Imphal East at around 12:30 in the afternoon. Around 100 of them took part in the protest and demanded immediate announcement of the results at the earliest instead of buying time. Placards that read, "June gone, promise gone. Don't imitate previous government's attitude. Youths are crossing H-bar" were used during the protest. They also took swipe at the Chief Minister for failure to keep his promise. Slogans such as "Declare IRB results," "Resign from Chief Minister post," "Save lives of youths" were also shouted by the protesting IRB candidates. Security personnel manning the Chief Minister's residence stopped them from proceeding further. A scuffle broke out between the protesters and the security personnel. Later, an additional police forces led by officer in charge of Hengang Police Station came and baton charged the protesters to disperse them. 3 of the protesters were picked up by the police and later released. As taken place in other parts of the country, a large number of Congress workers led by President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, KISHORCHANDRA, staged protest against Enforcement Directorate summon of acting chairperson of Indian National Congress, Sonia Gandhi. A sit-in was held in front of the Congress Bhavan on BT Road. Later, a procession was carried out from Congress Bhavan and attempted to proceed towards the Raj Bhavan at Naityapat Chutek. Congress workers shouted slogans such as "Down, down BJP," "Death to Narendra Modi," "Long live Sonia Gandhi," "Long live Congress Party." When numerous police attempted to stop the procession, a major tussle broke out between the protesters and police personnel near Kangla Gate. Speaking to media, MPCC President KISHORCHANDRA said BJP regime at the center is misusing various agencies such as Enforcement Directorate to take political vendetta against the Congress and its leaders. Such an act is condemnable and unacceptable. He also maintained that Congress leaders have time and again made it clear that the allegations leveled against them are unfounded and the truth will surely succeed soon.
Down, down, BJP! Narendra Modi! Narendra Modi! Congress Party! Congress Party! Sorry!
National Herald case ka mari leina aikoi amukka su hana mayam da kangan dari patoi kali ta masida money laundering case ki masida x ki makha da case pan pe ya ba leite aikoi to bakta newspaper kaya da television kaya da aikoi gi leiba ski detail aikoi yam expose to jakre aikoi gi leader mayam su harassment pi ka da political ki tu sa ba lo na political drama to bani haina kasigi adu gi protest ki damak ngasi aikoi yamna assumbagi damak protest to usina miyamda akaiba mutapide.
Governor of Manipur Laganesan today visited Lilong subdivision in Thobal district and interacted with district-level officers, representatives of civil society organizations and student leaders. In the interaction program held at Lilong Bazaar, Governor heard the grievances and issues facing by the people in the subdivision and assured them to extend all possible help. Mohammed Abdul Nasir, MLA Lilong, Secretary to Governor Bobby Wycombe, Thobal DC A. Subhaj also attended the program. Speaking at the gathering, Governor said government is always ready to serve people and therefore different schemes have been introduced and implemented at the center and the state. He said many people have been benefited under the schemes and larger issues like improvement of health facilities, providing safe drinking water to every household, improvement of education sector and connectivity, etc. will be addressed in a time-bound manner. He continued that government is planning to address these issues and works have already been started. Almost all roads will be repaired within 9 months and latest by a year in the state. Under Jal Jeevan Mission, works have been started to augment existing infrastructures of water supply. He appealed people to get vaccinated as it is the best way to defeat the pandemic. Expressing concern over the increasing number of youths in drug abuse and trafficking in the state, Governor said it is a dangerous step and all should cooperate the government to stop the drug culture. Officials of the Wildlife Institute of India, Dehradun, under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India today called on the Chief Minister N. Biren at his office. The delegation included Dr. Ruchi Badola, Scientist G and Registrar, Dr. Chongpi Tuboy, Project Scientist, Dr. S.A. Hussain, Retired Scientist G and Project Director, National Mission for Clean Ganga, Dr. Sharmila Nausekpam, Project Fellow of the Wildlife Institute of India. Various issues related to conservation of wildlife and natural habitats were discussed during the short meeting. Based on a reliable input from 16 Assam Rifles, a team of Thobal Commando led by Additional SP O. WANGKHEMCHA assisted by OC and Sadananda arrested a person with 36,500 contraband WY tablets. The arrested person has been identified as Mohammed Nasiruddin, aged 39, son of late Mohammed Islauddin of Lilong Atokong. The suspected items were recovered from his hut located at Lilong Ubathong Makha. The arrested person, along with seized items, has been handed over to Lilong Police Station and a case has been registered for further necessary action. Acting Chairperson of Manipur Human Rights Commission MHRC Khaidem Mani advised the public to offer constructive criticism and suggestions for effective governance. Speaking at a press meet held at the MHRC office today, Lamphel, he added that the state government should never detain someone for airing their opinions. Additionally, he said that the state administration does not want Manipur Human Rights Commission to exist as commission correct the mistakes made by the state government. He also discusses about the inspection carried out along the civil society organization during an awareness campaign that took place from July 18 to July 20. He claimed that CSO have expressed their desire to repeal Armed Forces Special Powers Act, AFSPA, both from the hill and the valley, state government to compel the center to declare disturbed area, and an action need to be taken against those employees who posted in the outlying area but haven't reported yet. He ensured about submitting a recommendation letter regarding the required materials in the Ukrul district to state government.
The police reform the matang dagi horaga mayam da awareness pire police na malam chada nani phaba yadaba police ke niyam ga proper relationship lehlu awareness pire advice do nangai commission ke mani le bada armed forces special power structure pura repeal sonamba government india da manipur government takshina ba manipur government takshin view state number state area state of share
Karnataka, Manipur and Chandigarh have topped their respective categories in the third edition of Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index 2021. The index was released today by Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Suman Berry in the presence of member Dr. V.K. Saraswat, CEO, Parameswaran Iyer and Senior Advisor Niraj Sinha, and Institute for Competitiveness Chairman Dr. Amit Kapoor. While Chandigarh leads the Union Territories and City-States category, Manipur leads the North-East and Hill States category, while Karnataka once again takes the top spot in the Major States category. Innovation is the key to sustainable and inclusive growth. It can help us in solving the biggest challenges of our times, including elevating poverty for millions of people and creating possibilities for employment and paving the way for an Atmanirbhar Bharat, said Dr. Saraswat. Let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
PONYTV na makhal mathel gi thoram sing sanduk tuda miyam gi seba tawjari masida hena mai pak na bagi damak PONYTV ki YouTube channel amadi Facebook page ta like amadi subscribe tawbiro loina na MCTV ki channel number 988 amadi ISCOM gi channel number 142 da miyam na meeting tabiduna mapung faba channel ama ohenbiu
hena mai pak channel ama oina bagi damak PONYTV ki contact number 9362511104 da contact tawbiro Makada pijariba contact number natraga email asida miyamna suggestion pibiraknaba hajari
miyamgi suggestion bu khauramna ngaijari
Welcome back after the break. After 15 years, Borobikra Subdivision Office reopened today following renovation. W. Malimnganba Chenglei, Deputy Commissioner of Jiribam District, said Borobikra Sub-Deputy Collector Office is 24 kilometers away from Jiribam headquarters. Since the SDC office was defunct for a long period of time, all the works related to SDC offices were done from headquarters. Taking the advantage of Chief Minister's Subdivisional Development Plan, District Administration Jiribam took the initiative to renovate SDC office and make it functional again. With the reopening of SDC office, processing of income certificate, land revenue payment and other official document will be easier now.
Jiribamgi SDC Borobekra office headquarter dagi kilometer kunmari muk thapa jagani asigi si matam yam sangna akoi SDC Borobekra sida akoi gi posting se kino tarokta ba aduna masiam kuina akoi headquarter dagi DC office dagi operator mase handakti akoi honorable chief minister gi subdivision development plan asigi initiative asida koina khutong chaba lawjarga akoi gi district administration na mani repairing khara tawjaraga akoi gi SDC amasung magi staff sing ngasi dagi phamba haurani akona plan tawjabani aduna asigi SDC office se akoi district headquarter da tawringa dadi akoi gi inkon gi khazna thiba khotpa da income certificate law khuding makse yam thapna se kilometer kunmari kunmanga kuntruk se thamna ada laknaramani aduna hojik office hangmadagi prajada yamna kino tawba hana khudong chadaba mayam thengnaramado asi thoroina.
Jiribam ADC, Borobikra SDC, OC, Pradhan, ward member and social worker were also present at the reopening of the office. Lalzading Mar Pradhan of Borobikra and social worker Paritosh Das showed their gratitude towards Jiribam DC for reopening the SDC office. SDC Moirangthem Devananda said after the initiative taken up by the Chief Minister to bring development in all the subdivision, the Borobikra SDC office is reopened under the supervision of Jiribam DC. He also urged the Pradhan and villagers to cooperate for the smooth functioning of the SDC office.
Honorable Chief Minister ki Sub-Development Monitoring Mission na Sub-Development jing chawkhatna bagdamakta changjalakpa khongthang amoina hana leiramba difang tawgiba subdivision amada laiba officing function ohenaba na kanna honarakpajigi makha chanba koina SDC je matam koina mafamjida phamudraba haitare koi DC ki office tagi tawramba thabak thoramayam SDC Borobekrana pigedaba service singdo labna DC ki headquarter dagi oina Jiribam district headquarter dagi oina piramba praja mayam jina CM sama tanthona honabada kilometer 24-25 tana laaga amuk hannaba honabada moidasu awaba oiba adugumba kaya adu koknaba amadi akoi honorable Chief Minister ki pandam dasu phangnaba koina koi service sinasu masagi mayam da service pining basu laibaga sapchana na haitare handaki je ngasi laibuk phabdi ngasi dagi oina SDC Borobekra function oiga repairing tawba thabak thomda khara thindagre aduna thengabsu thengna hojik ngasi haiba yafaraba numitsidagiti SDC Borobekra function oire office function oirani na pause tabada lekai jida leibiriba koigi pradhan member loina na public mayam jina harauna labna chalaga talamba service mayam amam phamjagi phangbang amani na thajari base soidana mangandanaba agi saiti khona jagi ana mayam thamjari.
Kangpokpi Forest Division staff members conducted a routine check of vehicles traveling on National Highway 02 and arrested 8 Tata trucks, each carrying 550 cubic feet of Dimapur sand, and 2 trucks, each carrying 5 km of river stones sourced from illegal quarry sites of Imphal Iril Protected Forests on July 18. Under Section 69 of Indian Forest Act 1927, the minerals carried are presumed to be forest produce. The driver was unable to produce relevant document for transportation of such forest producers. Thereafter, the range forest officer seized and confiscated the forest producers' vehicles and tools used in committing the offence, and preliminary offence reports (POR) filed under relevant sections of the law. The sand and stones so confiscated were released after payment of the requisite fee of Rs 15,000 for the sand and Rs 5,000 for the stones per vehicle. The range forest officers have instructed to the first-time offenders to pay the required fees at concerned forest revenue stations to avoid such incidences. Repeated offenders will not be let off but will be dealt with sternly as per the law, said DFO. As a part of 75 days ongoing COVID booster dose vaccination program under the Health Ministry Government of India, Moreh Primary Health Center vaccinated COVID booster dose to 18 years and above. When visiting the Primary Health Center Moreh PHC for a booster dosage, one should bring their mobile phone and a certificate for their second dose of immunization. The facility is available for every Tuesday and Thursday during office hour. Dr. Thokchom Priyoberta, Medical Officer at PHC Moreh, requests that all those covered by PHC Moreh take advantage of this opportunity. He also appealed to take precautions since COVID is increasing in the state.
Manipur Health Department की मियम मखादा प्राइमरी हेल्थ सेंटर मोरेना सिदगी होगा इंडिया पुमुदा सथरपा कोविड वैक्सीनेशन की फर्स्ट डोज कापा अखोगी पेशी मोरेसु बुक्सरे हाइबा पुमुचाबासी पेशी मोरेना कोनो खंद तेगिबा प्रदासिना मरुना सही कांपाने नाबकी सेकेंड डोज कापी करबा प्रदासिना पुमुचाबासी लोगिना लोगिना हाइजरी वैक्सीनेशन कापा लाखमतंदा प्रदासिना सेकेंड डोज कापी बगी सर्टिफिकेट असु एनोवा हाइजरी वैक्सीनेशन कापागी नुमिसिना Tuesday and Thursday only for working hours ka kapirana presentation da hajili aduga chinya ba mana covid tagi ngapu naba ekoina utsa ke na handi ba yanti mo kham da chappa matan da ma sui de no ti ba dai ma kai yanti mo kham da gi lam na le ba hai ba covid ke ngapu naba kaun ching asiju ngang ko ne ma da
A torch rally was held against the use of narcotic substance from Kanchipur to Singjamei yesterday evening at around 7:30 p.m. The rally was held under the supervision of Puere Lemarol All Manipur United Club Organization (AMUCO), All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association (AMAWOVA), Manipur Student Federation (MSF), organized by Singjamei to Lilong Merapaibi Apunba Lub SLIMPAL, and Singjamei to Lilong United Clubs Organization (SLUCO). As a part of the rally, selling and consuming narcotic substance was banned in and around Kanchipur and Singjamei area. They also pleaded with people to help them in their efforts to create a healthy society and maintain everyone's health, and they promised to continue this rally in various locations around Manipur. Slogans like "Ban narcotic substance," "Let's ban selling and consuming narcotic substance in localities," and "Drug sellers should be arrested and punished," "Let's save the society from drugs," were shouted. Flood situation in Assam has improved as till Wednesday only 16,462 people remained affected. However, one more death was reported in the Kashar district, taking the total number of deaths to 197. The report by the ASDMA further stated that there were no rivers in the state above the danger level. In total, 5 districts with 6 revenue circles and 57 villages remain impacted. The districts still affected are Kashar, Dima Hasao, Morigaon, Tamulpur, and Tinsukia, still reeling under the impact of the flood. As of Wednesday, 18 relief camps are still operational, hosting 1,535 people. In total, 250 hectares of cropland are still affected. The Meghalaya government has sounded an alert over rising COVID-19 cases in the state. As COVID-19 cases in Meghalaya have been rising steadily, the state government has asked citizens to wear masks and maintain social distance in public places. 102 new COVID-19 cases were detected in Meghalaya yesterday, 28 more than what was logged day before yesterday. The number of active COVID-19 cases in Meghalaya has also risen to 358. Free precautionary booster shots are advised for all eligible residents, and until September 30, special immunization clinics will be performed in large office buildings, industrial facilities, interstate bus terminals, schools and colleges. Supreme Court has stayed proceedings against the 30 army men who were allegedly involved in the horrific killings of civilians at Oting village in Mon district of Nagaland on December 4 last year. These 30 army men of the 21 Para Special Forces were booked by the Nagaland police for allegedly gunning down 13 civilians at Oting village in Mon district of Nagaland. The Supreme Court was hearing a plea filed by a wife of an army officer who was booked by the Nagaland police. The plea filed by the wife of the army officer sought quashing of the FIR findings and recommendations of the Special Investigation Team (SIT) that was constituted by the Nagaland government. The plea also sought quashing of the complaint filed by the National Human Rights Commission (NHRC). The Nagaland government had constituted an SIT to probe the matter. After the probe was completed, the SIT named 1 army officer and 29 soldiers in its charge sheet and accused the personnel of not following standard operation procedures, SOPs, and the rules of engagement. India recorded 21,566 fresh COVID cases along with 45 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. According to the data shared by the Union Health Ministry, 18,294 has been recovered in the last 24 hours in India. The total death toll in India stands at 5,25,870, taking the daily positivity rate at 4.25%. The total active cases stands at 1,48,881 in the country. The recovery rate is recorded at 98.46% as per the data. According to the Health Ministry, 200.61 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Before we wind up, the top stories once again. IRB candidates awaiting results storm Chief Minister's residence at WANGKHEMCHA. Police baton charge protesters. MPCC sages protest against Enforcement Directorate summon of Sonia Gandhi, Major tussle and suit with police. Governor Laganesan reaches out to denizens of Lilong subdivision, assures them all possible assistances. Manipur tops in Northeast and Hill States category in Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index 2021. And India records 21,566 fresh COVID cases along with 45 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. And that is the end of today's bulletin at 6 p.m. Thank you for watching.